need to adapt the pattern to the measurements. And I've got printed out and taped together here my super skinny pants pattern, and I chose that one because since they're skinny pants, the fit is really important on this. What I'm going to be doing is comparing the measurements that I took from Bean with the measurements that are given on the sizing requirements for the pattern, and then I'm going to trace out a custom pattern just for him. So when I compare the measurements that I took from Bean to the size chart that comes with the pattern, I find that height-wise and hip-wise, he's right in the 3T range. However, waist-wise and chest-wise, he's more like an 18-month-old. So, with pants, I'm gonna go with the 3T range except for the waist, and I'll show you how to contour that so that the waist is gonna be small enough for him and his pants won't be falling off. On my size key here, I can see that the size 3T is going to be this dashed line. So I'm going to trace out that line for the pants. And so I've got, here is the hem, here is the inseam, and here is the outseam. Now, what I'm going to change is I'm going to change his waist. And as you can see, on the outseam here, you can actually see a hip curve on this particular pattern. So I want it to curve into the 18-month waist, but I don't want to lose any height because he is still a 3T in height. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this line and I'm going to curve in this way, and I'm going to go up to where that 3T starts, and I've created a new curve here that takes into account the fact that his hips are bigger than his waist. This may be a little easier to see when I do it here. So I'm going to start up on the 3T line height-wise, and I'm going to curve out, and I want to end up on the 3T line over here, but I'm with the 18-month line width-wise. So that would be where I would want to cut, so I'm going to curve in. So once I get that waistline traced out to account for his thinner waist, I'm just going to continue tracing out the 3T line, and trace it out here. Now I'm not doing a great job of tracing, but mostly I just want to know for myself which line am I going to cut on. Because I don't trace my patterns, I reprint them and cut them again on a different size line. It's one of the reasons I like PDF patterns. So up here on the waist, I am going to trace out the height of the 3T line, even though over here I was only at the width of the 18-month line. And now I know exactly where I want to cut my pattern in order to get the best fit for my particular child.